Hey guys, for one, I'm not the type of person like to put my business out there, but I think it's important and I got a story to tell. I want to say about a week ago, my car battery to my car just died. I'm going on vacation, finally off from work. So I went and got me a car battery, changed the car battery out, and I was like, you know what? This car been sitting out back here for so long, maybe I should just, wash it up and clean it. So that's just what I did. I washed it up, I cleaned it, and I see a friend that I know from work walking down my driveway. So I'm not going to mention this individual's name, and if he ever sees this in the future, you need to get some help, man. So I'm like, hey, so and so. He's like, hey, Jazz, hey man, what's going on? How you doing, man? I'm saying, hey, what's going on? What's been up with you, man? I mean, like, what you doing down this way? He's like, oh man, my mom just died. My girl left me, man. And to be honest with you, man, I've been drinking way too much, man. I've been drinking too much. So I'm waxing the car. After watching it, I'm like, oh, yeah? I'm like, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. So he looks clean, He don't look like he's been doing crazy drugs or anything like that. He's got a clean plaid shirt on, nice shorts, I believe he had on some either Adidas sandals and socks, clean haircut. And he's like, yo, man, you think you can give me a ride home? I'm like, sure. He's like, yeah, man, I need a ride home to Port Richmond, man. I need a ride. I was like, I got you, don't worry. I said, my two kids in their house by themselves. I'm waiting for my wife to get home. As soon as my wife gets home, we out. So he finds a spot to just sit down. So he's looking. He sees like a bucket because my neighbor's working on his house. So he starts sitting on the bucket, leaning up against that. I want to say about 6 minutes go by, and he just starts getting irritated. Oh man, come on, Jazz, man, come on, man. I need to go home, man. I'm tired, man. I need to go home, man. I'm tired. I said, yo, my wife, I gotta wait for she to come. Wait for her to come, you know what I mean? So I dial my wife. I'm like, yo, are you on your way home? She's like, yeah, I'll be there any minute. So I'm just like, you know what? My kids is 10 and 11, and I mean, I'm real like protective of my children. And a lot of people may leave their kids in the house at 10 and 11. Me, I can leave them, but I want to make sure that somebody at least is on their way there to be with them. And if I do leave them in the house, I try not to do it no more than 2 hours or so without coming back to check on them. So he starts snapping and cussing me out and walking off down the driveway. Man, F you, Jazz, man. I thought you was my boy, man. F you, man. I would have did anything for you. And mind you, I know this individual. I worked with this individual. This individual was the nicest person. Every time I came to a gang and they were working, this person was trying to give me things. He just was the nicest guy. I seen him at functions, the nicest guy. So he's like, I would have did anything for you. F you, what you gonna do? Yeah, that's right, keep it wash your car. So I'm just waxing my car, shaking my head like, my neighbors are coming out, they're looking, they wanna know what the heck is going on. And I'm just like, and so finally, I'm like, you know what? I gave it another 5 minutes, he walked off. I said, I'm gonna take him home. Because this guy's going through a lot, and I told this man I was going to take him home, and I tried to be a man of my word. And so I hop in my car, and normally I bring my firearm with me. I leave it in the glove box of my truck when I travel. So I got my sandals on, hop in the car, go driving, and I go looking for him. So I didn't bring my firearm. I go look for him. I go about 2.5 blocks. I find him on Coppin Avenue, walking next to where our wine and spirits is. So I beep the horn. I'm across the street. I'm like, come on, Timmy, I got you, man. I'm gonna take you home, man. He said, all right, stay right there. He goes running over across the street, and I'm hoping, please, I hope you don't get hit by no car or anything like that. You know, Coppin Avenue is a highway. He gets in the car. I drive off, man. I'm like, I told you, man, I got you, man. I ain't gonna leave you hanging, my man. He's like, yeah, man, thanks, Jazz. Immediately, he takes his foot, and he puts it up on the dashboard. So I'm like, I ain't gonna say nothing, because for somebody to do that in somebody's car, like, they already know, like, something is I know he's not right. Something's off. So I'm not trying to take this guy off. I'm just trying to get him home safely at this point. So I get right to where State Road and 95, where it splits off. You either taking the highway or you're going to take State Road. So I decide to go to the highway because I'm trying to get this guy home. He gets irritated. Oh man, you should have took State Road. Oh man. So I said, I got you, man. I mean, either way, you're going to get home. Don't worry about it. So I get on the Coppin Avenue, and I got my earbuds, and I don't have the AirPods, the wireless ones. I have the ones that's wired. For some odd reason, he thinks, you know, I'm on the phone with him, and because he sees I'm trying to be nice with him to keep him calm, I think. And, like, I guess he thought somebody else was on the phone. So he said, who you over there talking to? You talking to somebody on the phone or something? I'm like, no, I ain't got nobody on the phone. I just got him in my ear. He yanks the earpods out of my ear and puts them in his ear. Yeah. This is so-and-so and so-and-so. What's going on? Yeah. I'm DJing it up. I'm trying to take him back. And he smacked my hand down. And I'm like, what the freak? I'm like, Timmy, babe, it's me, man. I mean, like, chill. And I didn't mean to say the bull's name, but most of you guys don't really know who this guy is. Only a few select people know who this individual is. And if you see this individual, please get him some help. So we on the highway. I'm doing about 70 miles per hour. Yo, this guy, I don't know if I believe in like seeing an actual demon. Yo, it looked like something entered this guy, like went into his soul and his body, because he went from Jekyll to Hyde. Yo, he just immediately just started looking around. He started grabbing the visor, slap, boom. He's slapping it down, lifting up, slamming it back up, yanking it like he's trying to break it. He's turning the radio all up, blasting it all the way up, putting stations on, looking around in the car just like, and he's got like this sinister grin on his face, like, like he's excited that he's just like messing my stuff up, and he know I can't do anything about it because I'm driving, I'm doing about 70. I'm looking at this guy like, OMG. Like, what the heck? He starts looking around in the car, he grabs my lotion. I had lotion in the car. He squirted all this lotion on this thing, and then starts rubbing it all over the car. And then now, I'm like, man, I'm ready to do some Denzel Washington Equalizer, elbow him in the face, but you know what I mean? That's only a movie. You can't do that. We would have freaking crashed on the road. And I was like, maybe I should pull over on the highway, but I got no sandals. Now, if this guy's on some serious drugs and I got on sandals, you know, on the side of the highway ain't nothing but glass and debris. Man, I'm not finna be rumbling nobody on no meth if he was on it, because he was tuned up. He didn't look like he was he was drunk. He was amped as hell. And I'm not getting my feet all cut up. I need to be somewhere where it's much safer than, you know, cars whizzing by at 80 miles an hour with two of us rumbling on the side of the highway. And he taking the lotion, putting it all everywhere. He's rubbing the lotion on his pants. And I'm looking at this guy like, what the heck? And he's got this evil look in his face. It's like, it's weird, man, the look that he had in his face, because it's not an evil look that you can imitate. It was like an evil look, like, it was just weird. I mean, I got nothing against, like, you know, you could just look at a person and you could just tell they got Down syndrome before they even say nothing, because they all got that same look. He had this look it was like part of his face. It was like an evil look that he didn't have to make an expression. That's why I feel like this guy was possessed. It was like a weird look on his face. It just morphed into something else. Like, and he was like, man, you know what, man? F you supervisors. Y'all supervisors don't care nothing about us. This, that, and the third. So now he's taking it to work, and he's got like all this anger towards me all of a sudden. I'm like, come on. I'm like, my man, you know I ain't got nothing but love for you, man. Just calm down, yo. Just calm down. No, F that. Y'all don't care about us. Y'all don't care nothing about us. So I'm like, please, I hope he does not grab the steering wheel and try to make us go out of control and kill us. Because he was definitely being destructive. And it wasn't to himself. It was towards me and my things. So then he opens up the glove box. Now, my glove box in my truck, you can sit a whole baby with a car seat in my glove box. That's how wide and big it is. It's packed with books, all kinds of stuff in case my car breaks down and I need to fix it flat. He opens that up and then starts chucking stuff out on the highway. He's throwing things out of the highway. I'm waiting to hear a car crash behind us. I had tire plugs. Now, if anybody ever seen tire plugs, these things look like weapons. Like when you put a tire plug in, it looks like a corkscrew. It's got a handle you can hold it, and it got a spike. So when you pull out the nail, you stick this thing in there, and you clean it, and then you take the other one, and you put the plug in, and you yank it out. I had two of those sitting right where the gear shit was. He went and reached for them. I grabbed them real quick and threw them under the seat. Because if he had those in his hand, them was basically weapons. He could have just punched me, would have stabbed me all up, all kinds of stuff. So I hurried up and threw it under the seat. So he got the glove box open. I'm like, throwing stuff out the window, throwing stuff. I'm like, yo, Timmy, chill. I'm trying to close the glove box. He smacked my hands while I'm on the highway. So I started doing 90. I'm like, I got to get to the exit. I got to get this guy out of my car. So finally, I hit the exit. Boom, I'm on Richmond Street. I get on Richmond Street. And I'm like, how can I get this guy out of my car without having to beat the brakes off him? Number one, he's in his neighborhood. I don't want the cops, involved with me because I don't want to see, I'm not prejudiced, I'm not anything like that, but the way things been going, like, he see me in his neighborhood fighting a white guy, and then all of a sudden the cops storm down on me, or they just see me hit him. I got way too much to lose. He got way too much to gain. Because obviously where he's at mentally is lower than where I'm at. And I said, you know what? I got to figure out how to get this guy out of my car. So immediately a thought bumps into my head. Say the cops is behind you. So I get past the Wawa on Richmond Street up to the next block where they were doing this, where the SEPTA buses used to turn in, right past there. And I pull over. I said, the cops, bail. So I throw the car in the park, boom, fast as I could. I jump out the car, leaving the car keys, everything. I said, if this guy just hops over to the other seat and takes my truck, it's over. He jumps out of the car and takes my work hoodie, and he's got my AirPods still. He kind of yanked them. They yanked out of my pocket at this point, detached from my phone. And he runs around the car, and as he runs the car, I'm running around the car, so we both going around the car. I said in my mind, when he comes around this car, because he's looking around, I said, I'm going to hit this guy with the one-hitter quitter, for real. I'm just going to hit him. I came up, and I said, you know what? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. He need help. Do not do it. Don't hit this guy. And besides, you don't want nobody to see you just hitting some guy. He fall down, you hop back in the car and you drive off. You had your license plate or anything, I'd be going to jail. So I turned back around, hurried up and jumped in my car, threw it in drive, and drove off. I tried to make a U-turn fast as I could and got around so I could see him again. He's walking off, throwing my hoodie on, walking with my earphones just dangling, not even plugged up anything, just looking real, like out of it. And I'm like, yo, and I yell his name, yo, so-and-so, get some help, man. And it's like, I kept saying, thank God I did not have my gun in that glove box. I mean, that situation could have been so much worse. I got home and I always bring my gun. And the lesson that I learned, I'm never wearing sandals inside my car when traveling ever again. Ever. Sneakers, boots, something like that. Number two, I'm always going to have my firearm on me. Not in the car somewhere where somebody else can reach and grab it. On me. Those are two lessons. Never again I will do those, what I did. I learned a valuable lesson over that. And if anybody knows this individual, or if you know an individual that's seriously spiraling down and you see that they're being destructive towards themselves or towards somebody, just don't turn them loose. Get them help. Because whoever knew about this individual knew all these things happened to him. They knew he wasn't doing too good. They knew his mom died. They knew his girl left him. They knew he was going, excuse my French, batshit crazy. But you won't turn him loose into the world where he can cause somebody hurt, pain, or possibly death. So if you know somebody that's got mental illness or that's showing some kind of destructive behavior, get them help. I mean, seriously, get them help. It ain't worth them dying or them killing somebody or hurting somebody. You know, I feel like if I was to do something like that and I knew somebody needed help and they went around and killed somebody or hurt somebody, I would feel like that death or them hurting that individual was my fault also. Because I had a chance to at least make an attempt to correct it. So that's all I have to say about the situation. Hope somebody can find some information out of this story that can help them be able to understand how to handle a situation if they ever encounter it like this. So, that being said, peace.